Finally, networking. I'm sure you've heard how important networking can be, and I mean, all of us agree. I wouldn't have anyone to be here on this panel with me if it hadn't, to some extent, been networking, like in more of an informal sense, but it just means kind of getting to know people. So networking can benefit you in the way that you can receive career advice. So ask finalists at your university, or friends, or family, or anyone you know that have gone into that career or related career, what their opinion is, what they base their choices on. Whether they know people at specific firms you could maybe talk to, and a half-hour coffee can give you such a unique insight into a place. People might be willing to help with applications, interviews, internships. I know there's a really good culture at Warwick University of more experienced students helping out younger students with their pursuit of a career, and you might have a similar thing at whichever university you're at. Networking can help you secure positions of responsibility. I found out about an opportunity for the society I first got involved in at Warwick because I'd met the president of the Law Society in the past, and she heard of an opportunity that came up, and just from getting to know different people, that really helped give me an in, and it can help you secure informal placements if you happen to know people, whether it's someone that works or owns their own high street solicitors firm or whatever it may be. So do you guys have anything to add to that?
Yeah, I can. So in first year university, I went to lots of careers events in all sorts of industries, and there it's really good, again, to sort of discount other careers, but also when you're at those events and if you network well, then you can always ask for a business card, and don't be afraid to ask for a business card, because the worst thing they can do is say no. And then afterwards, I would often follow up with a question, and I must stress that nothing that you can find on the website or in a brochure, because there's no point. But so, for example, one of the questions that I asked a senior employee was how the work changed from a junior level to senior level, and he came back and gave me a very detailed response. And again, adding people on LinkedIn that you meet when you network, because then on LinkedIn all your updates come up on sort of a news feed, so it sort of keeps your face fresh in their minds. So I think, just don't be afraid to ask questions after a career event, because the worst thing they can do is not reply.
I think networking in general just gives you quite key skills in terms of being able to meet new people and immediately make an impression, because that's something you will be doing at assessment centres or even in your future career. Just being able to kind of meet a bunch of people that you've never met before, be friendly and be interpersonal, and being able to kind of convey who you are in a very efficient way and make a good impression on people.
So Rory touched on LinkedIn. Very important, when you add someone on LinkedIn, include a personal message. People might be more inclined to accept you and remember you if you've said, "Hi, I met you at this event. I found this piece of information really insightful. I hope you don't mind. I'd like to add you to my network." It's a much better first impression than just adding someone who probably meets 100 different people a day and might not remember who you are otherwise. Networking doesn't need to be formal. It can just be people you've met at events, people you've met at office visits. Just keep in touch with people. That's all networking means. University, getting to know as many people as you can, same with events. And like I said with LinkedIn, if you could follow up a meeting or a career presentation or whatever it may be, if you think it's appropriate, and do judge the situation, just with a short email saying, "Thank you very much, again, really enjoyed this part of things, I'll definitely be applying now," whatever it may be. Sometimes people can appreciate that, but first impressions are important. So there's further reading available and other resources and tips on citycareerseries.com and in the publications. I'd really like to thank Neil, Frida and Rory for helping out with the panel. Hopefully you found it useful. Goodbye.